This is the Red Sox POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Boston Red Sox, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, that was a lot of fun to watch until it wasn't. Boy, did the air come out of Fenway Park like an air comes out of a balloon when you let it go when Payton Tolle left the game. They tied up almost immediately after he departs. Shame on the bullpen for the Red Sox. And there are a couple of hitters, in case you haven't noticed, in the Sox lineup that aren't hitting an awful lot right now. And with that, we welcome you into our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer and storyteller, here to remind you that Wade Boggs broke into pro ball with the Elmira Pioneers in the New York Penn League in 1976 at the age of 18, did not make his major league debut with the Red Sox until 1982 when he was 23 years old. We are providing reaction every Red Sox game on the Locked On Red Sox channel. So if you're with us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, hit that comment button. Tell us your thoughts on Payton Tolle. I really want to say Josh Tolle. I don't know why, but Payton Tolle, terrific. 5 scoreless before he ran into trouble in the 6th inning, ended up getting charged 2 runs, takes a no decision in his Red Sox debut. Our Locked On Red Sox postcast presented by Monarch Money. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com, 50% off on your first year. Again, we do want to hear from you, our Royal Rooters, our first-timers, our everydayers. Yes, our Royal Rooters. Hit that comment button if you're with us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel. Again, our Locked On Red Sox postcast, part of the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, free and available wherever you get your podcasts. And you can also hit me up on the X at Lennox on baseball. We continue the baseball conversation and the Red Sox conversation there as well.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Well, going forward, and I've said it in recent days, and maybe I shouldn't have, you're going to have Crochet, Bayo, and Tolle in the Sox rotation for years to come. Knock on wood, they stay healthy. It was a treat for the first 5 innings, and the Red Sox had a lead against Paul Skeens. Red Sox get on the board first, unearned run in the 4th inning. Ceddanne Rafaela, see what happens when you put the ball in play? Infield base hit, error. Yoshida scores 1-0. Next inning, 4th inning, or 5th inning rather. Roman Anthony, another home run, 3rd and 5th game in 5 games, 8 on the season. That made it 2-0. Tolle ran into trouble in the 6th, gave up a couple of hits. That was it. Greg Weissert comes in, Tommy Pham, a double, 2-run score. Weissert gives up another run. Hicks gives up a run in the 8th inning. That's it. What's your at-bat of the night? I'm not really sure. There's no real offensive at-bats of the night for the Red Sox. You could give it to Tommy Pham as he got the 2-run double off Weissert. And you can also go in that inning as they go up 3-2 on the double by Andrew McCutchen. But Connor Wong, I've said it before, I'll say it now, and I'll probably say it in the future as well. 7th inning. Rafaela base hit. Wong asked to bunt. Futile attempt on the first pitch to the plate. Second pitch to the plate, fastball up. What does he do? Well, what most hitters do when the fastball is up and you attempt to bunt at it. He popped it up. That was the out. That just told me this isn't their night. It really did. Skeens ends up with the win. Hey, by the way, he's a 500 pitcher, 99 record if you're into those things, but his ERA 2.05, gives up the 2 runs, 1 earned on 7 hits. By the way, it's just the second time in Paul Skeens' season plus in the big leagues. Remember last year, NL Rookie of the Year? He tied a career high, giving up 7 hits in the ballgame. You sort of had him on the ropes. You want another number of the night? Because this number of the night's starting to really get frustrating. Because almost every night of late, and you'll look at it on the road trip, it was 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 for with runners in scoring position. 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position, 7 left on for the Red Sox in the opener. You want to come on with us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel and hit that comment button, share your thoughts, and you want to say, well, Jordan Hicks gave up the run that made it a 4-2 game. Yeah, he did. Lasted a third of an inning, gave up 2 hits, and charged with a run. That was when Henry Davis got the bunt down, umpire at home plate, jumped out of the way of the base runner, out at the plate. As the pinch runner came in to score, And that was Simon. He was injured on the play. Pinch running for Andrew McCutchen, who had a night at the plate. Andrew McCutchen can still turn on a fastball as he showed. He had 3 hits and a run batted in. His RBI base hit in that inning where Tolle departed in the 6th put him in front. But on the plate, Hicks got the ball to the plate. Wong didn't get the tag down on time. It's a hard play. It's a safety squeeze. The runner at third has to make sure the batter gets the bunt down. The bunt was somewhat hard, back towards the pitcher's mound. Hicks got there. Runner Simon, great speed, injured again on the play, but called out initially, overturned. Red Sox did not have a good night with the replay. Earlier in the game, Romy Gonzalez caught stealing, and one of those where he tried to swim past the tag, but they still got the tag down, and the Red Sox lost their challenge in that situation. But this is where I get to right now, because this is what I hit on in the open. Alex Bregman, 0 for 4, 1 for his last 19. Trevor Story, 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. I don't think it's Trevor Story of May, because he had some big hits in the Orioles series, including a home run in the first inning on Thursday to get the Red Sox on the board first, but these guys got a hit. You just went 7-1 on a road trip. You won 4 in a row in Baltimore. You come home and score 2 runs and lose to Skeens and the Pirates. It's not so much the 2 runs. It's just that the bullpen didn't get the job done after Payton Tolle was certainly solid in his big league debut. Big personality, big fastball, 5 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. Worked out of a second and third jam worked out of it, second and third, a walk to Pham, a bloop double down the right field line that made it into the seats off the bat of McCutchen, came back, 2 strikeouts, a pop-up, inning over as he got out of that second inning. He's got poise on the mound. He's got personality on the mound. He's into it. Camera went to him in the dugout on the first base side on Nesson for his Nesson reference plenty of times, and he wasn't sitting down. He was maybe once or twice. I think he went to the water bottle, was sitting there collecting his thoughts. But otherwise, he was down at the first end of at the near end of the dugout. And they went, Anthony hits the home run. Jemai Webster, Nesson reference, talking with Payton Tolle's dad and his brother. And somebody caught the image, a fan, and put it out on X of Tolle done in the bullpen and signed. I don't know what it was. I love you. I don't know what sign language is for I love you. I know, that's love. But that for his mom, who passed away from cancer. And dad, brother, and even Payton Tolle in interviews have said, Mom was my best friend. So you got the feeling as Payton Tolle left the mound in the 6th inning, kind of gave a little fist to the chest of Alex Cora. It looked like that to Connor Wong, exited to a standing ovation, rightfully so. It felt like, and I'm almost getting caught up in it, it felt like he was pitching with Mom with him on the mound, that he was with her throughout his major league debut. Again, he's legit. The bats, though, 2 runs. Again, it's against Skeens, who has an ERA just over 2. He gave up 2 runs. You had a 2-0 lead. Bullpen's been terrific. Bullpen was not good at all behind Tolle in his big league debut Friday night. My thoughts on Walker Buehler and a tough decision, but maybe really the right decision made by the Red Sox. If you want to say they should have done Hicks instead of Buehler, that was not happening. I'll have some thoughts on that when we continue Locked On Red Sox postcast. And oh yeah, by the way, we're going to hear from you, the Royal Rooters, as well. And our Locked On Red Sox postcast is presented by Upside. If you don't know about Upside, we're going to tell you all about Upside right now. All right, you ready? Locked On Red Sox postcast fans? Well, we'll start with this. We'll ask the question, are you still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start earning cash at the pump. Not tomorrow, not next week, today, tonight. You can do that. Limited time promo code SEASON. Use that and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. You can make up to $300 a year just from buying the gas you already need. At first, you might think, well, this is too good to be true. Well, it's totally legit. Real people getting paid just to make their daily commutes. And you can do it as well. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, an e-gift card for Amazon or other brands. Don't let this offer drive on by. Yes, play on words right there. Download the free Upside app now using our limited time promo code SEASON for a limited time 25% off per gallon bonus. That's promo code SEASON. Other offers do vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions. Locked On Red Sox Postcast, also presented by Monarch Money. Most people, I'm in that boat, can't name all of their financial accounts or even what they're worth, whether it's your 401ks, properties, or investments. And when you don't have the full picture, you can end up leaving money on the table. That's why there is Monarch Money. It's an all-in-one personal finance tool that brings your entire financial life together in one clean, easy-to-use interface on your laptop or on your phone. Monarch is built for people with busy lives. If you're putting off organizing your finances, Monarch is here for you. Monarch does the heavy lifting for you. You can link all your accounts in minutes, see clear data visuals, get smart categorization of your spending, and finally feel in control of your money without ever touching a spreadsheet. With Monarch Money, you can identify that you aren't saving as much as you thought. Monarch helps you notice the inefficient investment allocation and discover forgotten 401ks from past jobs. Maximizing investments, increasing your savings rate, easily reviewing finances with your partner and your financial advisor, keeping a clear view of your financial health week to week and long term. That is Monarch Money. Don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use code LOCKEDONMLB, monarchmoney.com. in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off on your first year at monarchmoney.com with code LOCKEDONMLB. All right, to your comments, we go in just a few moments here. We are going to be doing things a little bit differently here. We're going to go final 3 minutes on comments. So we'll go hard and heavy. 3 minutes left in the show. All right. Thoughts on Walker Buehler in just a moment. Red Sox, again, 1 for 7 runners in scoring position. That's not good because, again, this is a trend where they've done it now. And, again, you look at just runners in scoring position. Bullpen terrific, low-scoring games, just like you saw again on Friday night on that road trip where they prevailed. And a big part of that was not only the starting pitching, but the bullpen as well. Didn't get it from the bullpen Friday night in Payton Tolle's debut. Red Sox 3 runs or less now for the 10th time in their last 15 games. And for the 13th time in the month of August. And by the way, tip of the cap to the crowd and the sellout crowd at Fenway Park on Friday night as well. 17th straight sellout at Fenway. Great atmosphere. Was great on TV until it wasn't in that 6th inning. They tied it up, went in front, did not trail again 4-2 the final. And you kind of want to just pull your hair out just a little bit. That's a NBA, they talk about being out on a long road trip, that first game back home in your arena. Almost a lock for the visiting team to come in and win. Red Sox played on Thursday. They didn't have an off day. Usually there's that off day on Thursday. Come right back home. Great crowd, sellout crowd, as I mentioned. Rookie making his big league debut. Gives you 5 scoreless before leaving in the 6th inning. Charged with 2 runs after Weissert gives it up. And then it just went from there. It wasn't like this was a blowout, but you certainly had opportunities. And you didn't make the most of them. Now you've lost game 1 of this series. 9 times this year, the Red Sox have won a series after losing the opener. 9 times. But do you really want to be here Sunday after Giolito's start? Talking about dropping 2 out of 3. No, you need to win the next 2. May and Giolito the next 2 days. Walker Buehler. I was surprised by it. Sogard comes up. Garcia to the minors, the password. I was a little surprised by that one, too. I want to see Garcia in the big leagues. Wilyer Abreu, yet another injury for the Red Sox where it's like, we think it's going to be the minimum time on the IL. No, he's probably not going to appear in any games on this homestand. My speculation, purely my speculation, Sogard is up. Story might be out of the lineup Saturday or might be out of the lineup Sunday. Probably needs a day. Again, this is a long stretch of games with no days off. Doesn't look like there's any rain in the forecast. There was rain in the forecast. They got the game started on time. They got the game in Friday night. Unfortunately, a 4-2 loss. But Story probably needs a day. You don't have an off day now until the Guardian Series, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of the upcoming week, and then you're on the road in Arizona. And I think Arizona and I want to say Oakland, no, West Sacramento for the Athletics. But if you're thinking right now, hey, you're looking at 4 teams not in real contention. You've got the Pirates. You can't sleep on this series. You can't sleep on Arizona next week and then the A's as well. You can't. You have to continue to play winning baseball. You have to win the series. You lost the opener. Math is simple. Win the next 2. Walker Buehler, this has probably been going on for a while. When are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? And they finally did it. Didn't designate him for assignment. There's a difference. They outright released him. He can sign with a team in the next 48 hours. He doesn't have to go through the process of clearing waivers and all of that. So Monday is the day, September 1. He needs to be on a big league roster in order to be eligible for the postseason. I don't know if he goes to a team like the Atlanta Braves, or maybe he ends up in the Bronx for the Yankees. Imagine that. This one could come back to bite him. I don't know that it's going to, but I feel like it's going to somehow Walker Buehler is going to pitch in a high leverage situation or maybe even get a start against the Red Sox here with just over 4 weeks left in the regular season. Maybe, maybe not. I might be thinking into that. But I wish it worked out better for Walker Buehler. I don't think it was for lack of effort. I think he was grinding. Certainly, he was very open and honest. After rough outings, this is on me. Soul searching, understanding he wasn't getting the job done. To a certain degree, he's auditioning the remainder of this season. I mean, it's going to be a very interesting offseason for Walker Buehler. He's getting nowhere near $21 million on a 1-year deal for 2026 from any big league club. It's basically $21, $22 million. That's what the Red Sox paid him on a 1-year deal. So he goes to another team, and he'll get picked up. Pitching is so thin around the big leagues right now, someone's going to pick him up. Maybe he ends up back with the Dodgers. But the Red Sox did right by him by simply releasing him. To your comments we go. Who is our leadoff hitter? Locked On Red Sox postcast. Again, we're going 3 to 4 minutes with your comments. That's what we're going to do going forward. So with your comments, don't be Captain Obvious. Give us a thought or even a question along those lines. Okay? So here we go. Our leadoff hitter. Of course, it's Emily Toxox. So disgusted. Absolutely 100%. Follow up. Emily Toxox. In no world would I have gone to Weissert and then Hicks. Geez, man. That's the way it has to be set up. You know, Weissert doesn't get the job done. Shame on him. And then you had Whitlock and Hicks up, warming up. If they tied it or went in front, Whitlock was the guy. If they were still trailing, it was going to be Hicks, and Hicks gives up a run. Instead of a 1-run game, it's a 2-run game. Andrew the GOAT, awful loss by the Red Sox, unacceptable. Andrew the GOAT, agree to agree, 100%. Urban Human, you win some, you lose some. Yes, that is true. One more. Can Nesson hire Papa Tolle to the booth? What a call. Yeah, and the Anthony home run, as Jemai Webster was talking with Payton Tolle's dad and his younger brother as well, who pitches at, I believe, Seminole, either junior or community college. So he might have a pitching future as well. Someone to maybe pay attention to. Emily, this should have been a win. Absolutely. And I was watching on MLB.TV, and for like the first 6 innings, there really wasn't a strike zone box, and that was annoying. Sometimes I find the strike zone box helpful, and sometimes I find it annoying. With the way Tolle and Skeens were both pitching outside, inside, we're trying to work the corners, they both were fantastic at it. I mean, Tolle, talk about establish your fastball. That's all he did early on. 97, 98, boom, 99. 97, 98, 98. Then throwing the other pitches, mixing in those other pitches. And Will Middlebrooks even said it in that 6th inning. Seems to be going away from his fastball. Maybe part of the game plan. But if it was, I wonder if they just continue. I don't think he lost any velocity on that fastball. Emily Toxox, Tolle should be here to stay. He was electric. Agree 100%. One more from Emily. I wasn't impressed by Skeens. I actually thought his strikes weren't any different than Tolle. They were very similar. I think I overhyped him in my mind. No, it's not you, Emily. That's not shame on you. He's hyped. I don't think he's overhyped. I think he's a very good. I mean, he's legit. And what's going to happen down the road is he's going to eventually get paid as well. He was good. Don't get me wrong. There we go. Emily Talk Sox file up. Don't get me wrong. But I was expecting no one to touch him, and Anthony crushed it. Oh, that was a beautiful swing. I mean, that was just one. The interview's going on. Papa Tolle has the home run call on Nesson as Jemai Webster's holding the microphone. And the crack of the bat and the crowd, perfect. I mean, right on time with reaction, just knowing that ball's leaving the yard. And I say that after saying in the Yankee series, Yankee fans are conditioned. Any ball to the outfield, they think it's leaving the ballpark, especially to right field. We know that. We know that well. Brownie 3. I'm out on Cora. Oh, boy. Bit my tongue all year, but I'm out. He has lost all feel for the game. Agree to disagree on that one, bud. Sorry. I don't agree with that. And I know you've had that in the last couple of days. I don't agree with that with Alex Cora. Not at all. Emily Talk Sox, our offense has got to work on being better with runners in scoring position. This isn't a last 2-week thing. This is they've had real struggles with runners in scoring position. I don't know what team batting average is, runners in scoring position, in comparison to the rest of the league. But you have a top offense going up against one of the weakest offenses in baseball, and Pirates come out with a 4-2 victory. And I thought about it Thursday as it was announced after the series sweep in Baltimore. Tolle's not making his big league debut. I kind of came to the conclusion if it was against the Yankees, if it was against the Dodgers. This was against the Pirates, a very light-hitting team, although they put together good at-bats and they out-hit the Red Sox on Friday night. Where are we going here? Let's go to Nick as we wrap up. The pen and most of the offense frustrating tonight. Agree 100%. But if the Sox were going to lose any game this series, it should have been against Skeens. We're still good. Well said, Nick. 100% on board with that. 100%. Parquet Poppy. I just can't understand Cora's bullpen management. I'm done with the dude. I cry the day Cora is canned. I cry. You're going to cry on that day. It's not going to be tomorrow. It's not going to be anytime soon. I don't think. One more from Nick. Tough loss, Sox folks. Tolle was awesome on a positive note. Sad that Buehler couldn't figure it out with us. Yeah, I really did believe that Buehler was going to somehow figure it out. You go 7-1 on the road trip. You come home, you lose game 1 of a 6-game homestand. And by the way, the Red Sox have now lost 4 straight at home. There are some things kind of going in the opposite direction right now. George, all season, their RSP struggles. Yeah, it is. Again, this is not a 2-week period. There have been some real stretches where the Red Sox have absolutely frustrated themselves with runners in scoring position. That does it for us. You know the drill. We remind you right here and right now that we're going to be on within minutes of the final out of Game 2 of the 3-game series. 4:05, 4:10 first pitch from Fenway on Saturday, and it's going to be Dustin May going on Saturday against a right-hander. Then it's Mitch Keller against Lucas Giolito in the finale on Sunday. By the way, before I forget, it's right there, tip of the cap. All night long on Nesson paid tribute to TC. Tom Caron, the original Tom Caron, as Tina Servasio said early on in the broadcast, as they got the thoughts from a lot of different people who have been involved with Tom Caron in 30 years at Nesson. On a personal note, I can say Tom Caron is a tremendous broadcaster, a terrific talent, tip of the cap to TC on 30 years with Nesson, and he's an even better person. And I can vouch for that personally, for what he has done for me over the last year, as we've connected through mutual friends. And he's just been terrific and very supportive of the things I've done and the things I'm looking to do and in the future as well. So a great night for TC, who fired in a strike on the ceremonial first pitch just before Tolle and Skeens on Friday. Tip of the cap to our sponsors, Monarch Money and Upside. And as always, on this Friday night, we tip our cap to you, our Royal Rooters. We do appreciate you and all your support in making this the number one place to hang out immediately after every Red Sox game. Locked On Sports, your Red Sox, even on some frustrating nights, every day.